I want to help as many people as we can for as long as we're around. And we want the parents to actually join us on this journey as well, because if it worked for you and if it's changed your life and if it's changed your child's life, would you help me help others? My name is Hamzeh. I'm the Managing Director and Founder of AUNYX Solution. It wasn't a business. AUNYX is not a business. It never started as a business. It was always personal. I have a nephew. He has level 3 autism. I've watched the trends and how he changed and going from a kid to an adult. The challenge, I guess that was the most critical stage and part in his life. And that's when I've seen the change on my brother and the toll it actually took on my brother, on his personal life. Omar's father was struggling with getting down the ropes of the NDIS, getting Omar adequate funding, being passed on from one provider to another. I know that a private carer was hired to care for Omar until funding came through. And one day, I believe that they got home to Omar's house, or to Omar's father's house, and Omar was in a very bad mood. I get a phone call at the time and I get told, look, Hamzeh, Omar's going off, it's really bad, we don't know what to do. And at the time, I'd like to think that that person actually had some sort of a connection with Omar and they knew Omar really well. For them to call me panicking and say, can I call the police? I said, well, yeah, call the police. I'm far away from you right now. I can't reach you anytime soon. When I reached Omar's house that day, I'd hate to use this expression, but it's like honestly pulling up to some sort of, there's some sort of a murder scene. There's ambulances, there's police. Omar's sitting on the floor, he had blood on his hand, and probably rampaged $30,000-$40,000 worth between rocks being thrown at the cars in the street, the neighbour's door being kicked down, walks through the house, kicks walls down, didn't have to go back to the front to actually go back to his house. He rampaged the fence between his house and the neighbour's house. Then he looks like he was angry at his carer, so he grabbed the biggest rock he can find, threw it at his carer's car. The windscreen didn't break. He decided to put his fist through it. It broke my heart, to be honest with you, because I know he doesn't want this for himself. I know he's an adult, doesn't know how to express himself, trying to express himself, doesn't know how to. I had no other choice but to actually go and open up a company. I took it up on myself. AUNYX was established, and Omar was the first participant in AUNYX. That's when I pulled the handbrake in everything I was doing in my life, and I went and started learning about autism. I sought the best team within such a short period of time. They are the most caring people I've ever met in my life.
So what we do here at AUNYX is we alleviate a lot of that stress of the parents. So when the kids have tantrums or behaviors, we have strategies in place so that we can help kind of re-regulate themselves. When our participants, they have tantrums at family homes, we have strategies in place to help them regulate their emotions, help them calm down.
What's different about AUNYX is that we build relationships with our clients and with their families. And so it's a very close-knit relationship where we're also professionals, but we're also helping them to understand that we do really care about them and about their needs.
Door.
DOOR.
Yeah.
We started to see the change and everything was being documented at the time. We've realized, very simple things like a lot of parents would second what I would just tell you, that they would avoid a tantrum by giving the child what they want, whether it's McDonald's, whether it's chocolate, which is the worst thing for them. And in fact, the parents do know that by giving them, whether it's the sugar, the chocolate, or the McDonald's, that it's actually going to play up with their system and they're going to have a worse tantrum later on. But give them what they want. They don't like to be given what they want. They like a routine. They actually like discipline. They like routine. They want to live. They don't want to be treated special. They want to live just like everybody else. One of the bigger ticks for me as well was how exercise played a very big part in this. Consistent exercise every day, it became a must. But that's what he wanted, a routine.
Keep climbing.
Let's go, Omar.
Then I realized that this was a journey to independence. But then Omar was suspended from school. Omar goes back to school 3 months later, and the principal says, "This isn't Omar." I mean, what happened? What did you do? I went, AUNYX solution, worked with Omar, did 1, 2, 3. Okay, Omar's welcome back to school. From there, Omar started to write his own shopping list. Omar would stroll his own trolley in Woolworths, Coles, would put the items as per his list. He's a pretty good cook. He actually cooks for himself too, right? All you need is that supervision, just to make sure that he's doing the right thing. He would wash his dishes. Omar became very tidy. He'd make his bed. Omar would wash his own clothes, put them in the washing machine, put detergent. He knows how much detergent. I mean, teaching life skills. That's what really Omar maybe wanted. Also the companionship. We're not here to babysit. This is not a babysitting service. We teach life skills because I truly believe that every autistic individual deserves a go at the journey to independence. Probably the biggest fear for every parent that I've come across who have, an autistic child or someone autistic in their family is, now I care for them and they provide so much care. What happens when I go? What's going to happen to them? And that's where AUNYX really cemented it's the journey to independence, so we're going to make sure that these guys reach the ultimate independence that's within their capacity.